When I watch dance, I really connect with the dancers. It's the quality of the movement that really gets me every time. So it's a bit like a physical equivalent of humming along with the music. I really like this duet. It's a sort because you can see the dancers sort of working together, taking each other's weight. But this one in particular, I think, is really good, gentle, quite yearning. But it kind of decorates and elaborates on the music. The music's sort of beautiful anyway, but it's almost made more beautiful by the dance. It's like the movement really fills it out. The movements are quite surprising. They're not the ones I would have thought of necessarily, but they really work with the music. And I think there's something really special about a lot of dancers moving at the same time, and that's unison here. It's like they're doing something very different to the duet, but at the same time it sort of echoes the same sort of feeling. Again, it's sort of gentle, soft. It's really beautiful. But they're not, although they're all doing the same thing, they're not like clones of each other. You can see them individually. Now, this is a really different kind of feel. It's quite theatrical, quite dramatic. You kind of get a feeling you could tell the story of what's going on here, but I think everybody would probably have a different story, and I'm not sure what mine would be. They are kind of moving around and dancing together, but they're quite separate. You get a sense that they're not having a good day. And even when they're dancing, it's like they're kind of disconnected. They're in their own world rather than dancing really with each other. If they were talking, I think they'd be shouting. All those movements that are kind of grabby and spiky and pulling things in towards themselves, it's quite aggressive. And yet, actually, the music isn't all that aggressive all the way through, and neither is the movement, but the overall effect is. And when they're dancing together, like this is a duet, and they're absolutely close together, working together, but it's still really aggressive. This feels a bit like a kind of schmoozy club about 3 o'clock in the morning. It's quite dark, quite closed in, but the dancers are really dancing together. They're taking each other's weight, really looking into each other's eyes. And the mirrors are quite interesting because sometimes they kind of distort the dancer, sometimes they amplify what they're doing, so they're almost dancing in this sort of duet with themselves. And they're also supporting their weight on the mirrors too, through the little sort of portals. Not quite sure what that means, but this bit I think is really beautiful. It's very still, the light's playing on the mirrors, but actually at the same time you remember that these are dancers kind of suspended through portals, so it's slightly uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why. It makes me feel a bit like, I don't know, laughing at a joke that's totally inappropriate, or even a bit cruel. It is sort of beautiful, but it's also quite deeply disturbing.